Hi, welcome to another episode of Cricket Critics. With me, with me, Newt, and Kopi and V, the usual three that you come to listen to and spend your nights with.
All 5,000 plus of you.
Yeah. Dick move. Dick move Newts.
That was genuine.
You're going to put a photo of Barack Obama on the next one, or who's popular at the minute? Justin Bieber, is he out of date? Right, what's first then, boss?
Well, okay, today I suppose what we're going to do is just wrap up the series, wrap up the tour. Wrap up the tour. We'll touch a little bit on the test, but I think we've already gone through that, and then obviously talk about the ODIs and the T20 just gone. But just before that, our maverick of the trio, V. Right, has a story to tell us, which is going to be so exciting and so...
My awesome story.
Let's have it.
I was loafing about in a hotel.
Which hotel?
Marriott.
Which town?
Heathrow.
Oh.
Yeah, and I saw Duncan Fletcher.
Are you sure it was him?
Yeah.
And what happened?
I told you it wasn't a great story. I was too scared to go over to him.
He went up there and demanded to be picked for England.
I was actually going to say to him, I said, "Oh, do you want to listen to our podcast?" And you like,
yeah, you might get some tips.
But then I realised how much of a Coley fan we are by comparing him to a cat, and I thought that's probably not a good idea. It's a dick move.
I think Coley should listen to the podcast. He might improve a bit.
He said, "We're massive fans of you, Coley."
I'm not a massive fan of him. He let me down. He hates me.
Yeah.
Well, no, we want him to make another phone call.
Well, think about it.
A real one. How likely is that? And of course, the trouble is, I'm such a child. If he rings up, I'm just going to swear at him.
Yeah. Oh, you see, that's what's going to get him. Not the 1 billion supporters that he has around the world. It's you.
I like him. He just let me down. Is all I'm saying.
No, I saw Duncan Fletcher. I was too scared to take a picture with him, and then. I don't want to annoy him, do I?
Well, he doesn't speak Chinese. He's a generally miserable man, isn't he?
Yeah.
And then when
I like him.
My girlfriend showed me all the posts that everyone else in her Emirates had all taken pictures with him. And then I was like, this is afterwards. And I was like, oh, maybe I should have done it.
Oh. Well, no. So what if you had a picture with him? Miserable, morose old git.
Anyway, let's focus on...
Focus on the One Day International. So, One Day International Series. A win for India.
Yes.
Not a massive surprise.
No.
What we've discovered after 3 months of pretty one-sided cricket is that England are quite good at test matches at home. India are horrible away from home. And India are better at One Day Internationals than England. And, in fact, as they're the world champions, everyone else. Yes. So they could have saved us all a lot of time and trouble if they'd just written that down, and we could have done something productive over the summer, like, I don't know, going fishing or something. I don't really like fishing, but it's beside the point. The point is that India and England reverted to type. That's what happened. Well, I wouldn't have minded one close game.
Nah, it was
just one that wasn't an inevitable foregone conclusion. The T20 was quite close.
Yeah, the T20 was quite close, but I get your point. Every game that we saw, one day of test, it was too one-sided.
Yeah, exactly. Even the odd test that India won and the rogue one day that England won were wipeouts.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even though Kohli got some runs at last.
That's the only time he got above 50.
Yeah. So, look, do you want to go through it game by game, Noots? Is that the plan?
No, not really. I'm not...
Well, fuck you then. I want to go through it ball by ball.
I think you cursed Kohli. You said that you'd get 5 ducks in the ODIs. And in the first
that's what
match,
he gets for upsetting me.
In the first match, it was rained off, so no runs.
And he did get a blob in the second match.
And he got a duck in the second match, so I had a cold shiver down my spine when I was watching.
Can you have a warm shiver? Shut up then, I thought it was disconnected.
My brain disconnected there. I was like...
Is it a warm shiver? It's like when you piss down your leg.
Oh.
That'd be warm
A
shiver.
satisfying warm shiver.
Yeah, just to prove the point now, I'm going to piss down V's leg. And then I'm going to tell him it's raining. Yeah.
Don't piss in my pocket and tell me it's raining.
That's what my granddad used to say. Don't piss on my leg and tell me it's raining. Don't tell me it's Rainer. If Rainer pissed down your leg,
Don't tell me it's raining.
don't tell me it's Rainer when it's Virat. If when Virat Kohli does a shit, does he bury it? So, do you want to let people into the secret that we did one about a week ago and the quality was poor, both in terms of sound and content. As you know, poor quality content doesn't stop us, but poor sound quality draws the line under.
You know, we got 5,000 fans to cater.
6,000 actually.
We'll just check.
Wow.
Yeah.
6,200. But a load of them have clicked on, and no one's left a comment. So a load of them have clicked on to see Virat Kohli and then realised it's us arsing about. And clicked off in such a hurry they couldn't even be bothered to leave a comment saying, "Oh, you're wasting everyone's time, you lot."
Yeah, but that's the thing. That's the thing. We didn't even get a comment like that for someone to say, "Oh, what a waste of time," or to warn, the other
to slag us off and say, "What a cheap tactic."
I wish someone would slag us off. I'm waiting for an aggressive comment so I can respond.
Real. Yeah, so the T20 match was pretty good.
Points of note: Roy was given his debut for England, and of course he passes one of the fundamental tests you have to pass to be picked at cricket for England by not being born in England. So that was a good move.
Hales made 40.
What do we feel about the Hales project? Because we were clamouring for him to be included. He played in all the ODIs.
I think he should play in the test side as well.
Wait.
Ooh.
Really?
Why did you wait?
What scores did he make?
Yeah, come on.
No,
Justify yourself.
Yeah. Justify myself.
He looked at me then with soulful eyes there, B. I thought he was going to start crying. So go on, justify your Hales. Because I'm not against this necessarily.
I think he counteracts Alistair Cook pretty well with his attacking style. And Alistair Cook can... Sometimes he has to play the attacking role. Because you usually find that the opposition, the person on the non-striker's end,
this was the unfortunate thing with the Carberry experiment. I like Carberry. Yeah. I think he's a good player.
Ooh.
But he went into his shell a bit in Australia. Played with the new ball quite well. When Johnson was blowing people away, he found some new and interesting ways of getting out. But I think he stood up better than most. So I think, Hales, you would be furiously against this, would you, Nix?
Not furiously against it, but I'm not convinced.
I wonder who he's going to pick.
He can't open. No, I love the way they picked your hero. They dragged him all the way to the game and then he didn't play.
He just sat on the fence.
I think he's going to play in this ODI series in Sri Lanka.
He's got it.
Much to my chagrin, I think James Taylor is going to play.
Now, I didn't mention James Taylor. Why would you mention him for?
Or do you want to come on to this? We won't. Who would you pick for him? Who would you pick to open if it isn't Hales? With Cook.
KP.
Bring back KP. He didn't even get picked for Surrey this week.
I know, that's
awful.
Well
out for me.
That is awful.
So you're on about what has Alex Hales done? What's KP done?
Yeah, man. 20 Test hundreds. He got a couple of 40s, didn't he? He's never played a Test match. So
right.
We'll see.
Oh, he makes 25. Oh, well done.
I don't think there's a...
You're just upset. You're upset because you got 100 against Sri Lanka, aren't you? Is that why you're upset?
No.
I think it is. I think it definitely is the reason you're anti-Hales.
There's a second reason. Because, he plays for a certain county team.
Yes.
And he was picked over a certain other player that plays for that team.
Well, All right. That's very irrational.
But he's allowed to have irrational.
All right, okay.
Well, this is the thing. It's because if they stick with Cook till after the World Cup, it's just going to be a wasted campaign.
That's in good English history. We'll arse it up and we'll sack the captain. A la Andrew Strauss, Michael Vaughan, Michael Atherton, and you can go back in time and see the only one-day captain who survived the World Cup in the last 25 years, I think, was Gooch when he got to the final in whatever that was, 92 or something.
Against Pakistan. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Pakistan played very well that day.
So who are we picking for captain?
One-day captain, I'd pick the best 11 and then whoever you like. If Morgan, I think, gets in, and then Morgan it is. Broad, I don't really care.
And do you know what really annoys me is that Josh Butler, is loafing around down at... Where is he at the moment?
Butler batted at number 7 the other day.
What's he doing down there?
Yeah, he needs to get up there, doesn't he? He could open in the one-day internationals.
Yeah, he could.
He's a wicket keeper. It's virtually compulsory to make you wicket keeper in one land. That's the rule.
Doesn't he? When he plays for the Australian Big Bash team, he opens.
Does he?
Yeah. Or he comes somewhere in the top.
Talking of Big Bash players, what about Luke Wright?
Yeah.
He doesn't seem to get a look in. He didn't even play in that T20, which I'm surprised about.
Yeah, but Papara gets another gig.
I like Ravi. I pick Ravi and Luke Wright.
Yeah, and Papara should be up the order. What's he doing down there?
Papara should be in the ODI team.
I think he will come back. I don't think there's any question he'll come back for this rather peculiar series that England are having in Sri Lanka. That's what you need to prepare for a World Cup on bouncy hard pitches in Australia. Go to Sri Lanka for 7 weeks and get your arse handed to you, because Sri Lanka are extremely strong at home.
That's right. Oh, at least we get to see Sangakkara again.
Yeah, you love him, don't you?
Oh, mate.
Who do you love? Do you think you love Sangakkara more than Luke loves James Taylor? No, that's a rubbish. No one loves anything more than Luke loves James Taylor. Romeo and Juliet was just a fling compared to Luke's relationship with James Taylor. And who do I love? Oh, Bhuvanesh Kumar.
Kumar.
He's the best looking out of all three of them. He's a dish.